Huh? JamesClear? JamesClear? Have you read the book AtomicHabits by JamesClear? Yes, I have. And I'm here to tell you about it. So, everyone is talking about this book, although for a good reason. We're here to discuss it. Can we get some good habits out of this book? Or is it shit? No sugarcoating here, no. And yes, of course I have a shirt of Eminem pointing middle fingers. That's how we do here. Let's go. I'm gonna lay it out in 3 points. First, was it enjoyable? Number 2, info. Did I take things into my own life? Number 3, replayability. Do I want to return to this book and read it again? Or is it just gonna be in my bookcase till the day I die with friggin' 50 layers of dust? So before the first point, why did I even want to read this book? How did I stumble upon it? Let me tell you. I was in a bookstore in Sweden looking for books. I needed new material to read. Then I saw Mr. AtomicHabits staring at me from afar. And I thought, habits, I need to be better at those. At the moment in my life, I was very hooked in Hearthstone, the card game. I didn't want to play Hearthstone all the freaking time, you know? It took hours. So I looked at this book, it sounded interesting. For some reason, I thought I already had it. So, just in case, before buying this, I called my mother. And what I found out was, no, I did not have the book. I also found out what was going to be my Christmas present. I mixed it up with this book, by the way. Okay, so, first point, enjoyable. I started reading it the day after Christmas, very enjoyable. Couldn't drop the book. Was looking forward to the next time I would read. I would say a very easy book to get stuck to, as every chapter had a clear goal in mind and succeeded on it. And very nice perspectives from JamesClear's point of view and what he's been through, other people, or straight up facts, if you wanted that, scientific fact. And I now see, in the middle of the first point, I see my dead plant here. Not the most beautiful thing to have. Remove that and finish it out with a living plant. Beautiful. Point 2, info. I've implemented some things and it works like wonder. I wouldn't say I learned every page of the book, but plenty of pages I learned from and plenty of pages I already knew or already had implemented in my life. But either way, we're here to grow 1% each day, right? And that I did. So, good on you, JamesClear. Point number 3, am I returning to this book? I wouldn't take this as a book that I will read over and over again in years to come, as he has notes in the end of every chapter of the most important things. I think he already knew this. That makes me happy as a reader. I can return to that, read it, and then remember, that is how I implement this habit again. We all can fall back into the ditch and don't do the things we're supposed to do. Like, I always went to the gym, but as COVID came, the gyms closed, and my habit to go to the gym just got crushed even after it returned. So then I had to remember, how would I do this? Do some trigger that will trigger my mind to go to the gym. We're going to atleast to the gym. So indeed, the book will stay dusty. It will not return, but it is what it is. JamesClear knew it with his summaries, and I'm happy for it. Now, was there any shenanigans? And yes indeed it was. Not really much, but this is what I have. When I was reading through the book, being very much into it, in a flow state, sometimes I would be run up on one of these stars in the corner of the end of a sentence, and sometimes I would look what these stars had to say down at the bottom of the page. And plenty of times, what I remember, he plugged his website or his email list, and that kind of threw me out of the flow. I had a flow reading through it and then like, check out my newsletter, bro. You're gonna get even happier. Some people might like that and go to his page or enjoy his email, absolutely. But in my experience from another book like Serge is Calling, he also has these stars, but it's very few times, and if there is anything, it's very much related to what was said. Instead of, for me it was weird. Ads in my book No, James Clear. But who am I to say? Some people might like it. I did not. Okay, what did we learn?
The point is to master the habit of showing up.
You have to tell yourself this many of times. If I want to meditate, do it for 1 minute. The important thing is that I show up. If I do it at a specific time every day for 1 minute, it's gonna be a habit, and then it will be easier to do it for 2 or 10 minutes.
It's easy to be in motion and convince yourself that you're still making progress.
You're reading about what you want to do, searching up the things you want to do. I've wanted to start YouTube channels so many times, different ones. Then I start reading, I start searching, but it's about doing that really does something. It just feels like you're doing something when you're searching up, but you're not really doing anything. Looking back at it, it's very sad, but also times where I've done things, I've done YouTube and whatever.
You don't have to, you get to.
Just a mindset to complain about that you have to do things. You get to do things. And this is harsh to say. We're all in different moments of our lives and you can break your leg. Could you think you don't have to, you get to roll in a wheelchair? It's a different point when I'm saying when I have my leg. When you say to yourself about something that makes the difference. And that's great. You get to. Moving on.
Provide clear evidence of your progress.
And this is the one I've implemented most. Every time when I wake up, meditate, read and write. When I write some goals for the day. And when I do the goal, I cross it off. And when I cross it off, it provides clear evidence of your progress. Somehow a little tingle, a little dopamine rush, because I did something that was important for the day. And that makes it easier to do the things I want to do in a day. Instead of sitting down and playing Hearthstone all day. Freaking, okay, go to the gym. Okay, do this. Okay, do that. And then at the end of the day, if you've done all the goals, or you've done the majority of the goals, go ahead, play some Hearthstone, dear Simon. But you have other things to go through, and I think this is a great book to start habits. Do your thing, man. Do your thing, man. What you want to do, and some habits are harder to get emotion than others. Also tips about surrounding yourself with people that do the same thing as you makes it so much easier as well. So, a little summary. Read this book. Enjoy it. Don't look at the stars. Reach for them. James Clear, thank you. Okay. Thank you for watching. Write in the comments. What did you learn the most? What habit have you implemented and made you do the things you want to do in your life? Or the habit that stopped you from doing what you don't want to do? Like playing Hearthstone. I will look through all the comments. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like. Simon out. So weird to say a freaking name that's not a gamer tag. Okay. Do it!